Stop deportation! No border, no nation! Stop deportation! No border, no nation! Stop.
The fate of a camp which has divided opinion on both sides of the Channel. Calais' jungle, home to around 1,500 asylum seekers, closed after French police swiftly evicted its residents this morning. Protesters clashed with officers, calling the move inhumane. But back home, the jungle's closure has delighted the Home Secretary. About a dozen migrants who were refusing to move were dragged and carried out of the camp by police. Some migrants were still eating their breakfast in tents when police descended on the site. The camp had been home to hundreds of mainly Afghan asylum seekers, some of them just children. The majority left on their own accord last night after it was confirmed the camp would be dismantled today. Protesters who formed a human barrier shouted slogans at the police, including "Shame on France." According to aid agencies, the immigrants were taken in buses to police stations to be processed. From there, they will be sent back to the countries where they entered the European Union. It was thought that many will end up in Greece, one of the main points of entry. But aid agencies have predicted that many will end up back on the streets. Volunteers who gave their time to help those housed in this impromptu town, shocked by today's events.
Children, just children. I cannot believe it happens in France. Most of the migrants say we want to stay with the volunteers because if we run away, it's just not safe around. So it's better to keep together, to stay with you, and maybe you will protect us. But actually, we cannot do anything. So I'm sorry.
Alan Johnson has denied reports that the UK will have to give refuge to migrants from the camp, but has stressed that genuine asylum seekers can apply for entry. Of the estimated 1,500 residents, 278 have been detained, nearly half of those declaring themselves children. More than 1,000 asylum seekers now flee to unknown areas. And as the dust settles at Calais, the question over what is to be done about Europe's illegal immigrants remains unanswered.
This is a civil penalty, just as if you drive into the city and you don't pay your congestion charge or you overpay. It's not a criminal offence. I made an administrative technical error for which I am bitterly sorry.